Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now, Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Cut.
They go play action here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Now Rudolph on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake. Mariota. Throw left side is complete to Reed. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph on first down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 20. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mariota to throw it this time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. No
run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Watch quick, watch quick. Motion, motion, motion.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
second down. Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42.
Hey, you got 3. Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their 38.
Keep it rolling.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Mariota now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They go play action. Mariota lets it go for Nelson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Shit! Watch the shit! Gun!
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Gun!
Rudolph throwing on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Patriot! Set! Blue 90!
On first down, it's Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the 21, it's second and 10. Second and 10, Rudolph again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Pretty move. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Working
out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota now. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Succop will put this one right through. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3.
Play action now. Mariota. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards? Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 94 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Mariota now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mariota. Space to run past the 20. And Reed with it over the middle. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A good pickup there at 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney!
From the end zone, Rudolph. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. Check, Patriot!
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go! Boom, landed!
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. on second down. Scott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Jags. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Right,
let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Leopard! Detroit!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey. Got three down. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. This is caught. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring?
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Rudolph going to look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, here's Fournette. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to